Hi, I'm Noah Thomas, and you are watching Broadway World UK.
Greetings and salutations, folks. Tom Hayden Millward here, and despite this week's disappointing announcement of the delay to the loosening of restrictions in the UK, a small number of productions continue to operate under social distancing guidelines. One of these shows, which has already stepped out of the darkness, is the hit musical Everybody's Talking About Jamie, which recently celebrated its 1000th West End performance. So I'm here at the Apollo Theatre to catch up with the show's leading man, Jamie knew himself, Noah Thomas.
There's a clock on the wall and it's moving too slow. It's got hours to kill and a lifetime to go.
We wish that we could all be open and playing to packed houses and sharing stories, in that way. But with all of that in mind, we all feel very, very lucky and very grateful, and we're not taking any of it for granted because we love what we do. We love this story. So yeah, it's lots of gratitude, but we wish we could be fully open. But yeah, we're very, very happy to be back. To win Best Actor was a lovely recognition, and personally I think it's really special because it comes from people who are like me and look like me and from a community of people that have been underrepresented in our industry, and it was amazing. It was an amazing night, and it left us all feeling, I think, very sort of satisfied and carried us through sort of that sort of period of lockdown. But yeah, felt so honoured. Yeah.
And I'm holding my breath till I hear the last bell. Then I'm coming out hard and I'm giving them hell.
And this show, I think, has always championed diversity and inclusivity and representation, but not in a preachy way. I think it's not sort of just having gay characters for the sake of it or Muslim characters for the sake of it. I think what it really does well is make them three-dimensional and real and complicated and ugly, in places. It makes them real people. Anyone who is quote unquote different lives a very full, complicated life like the rest of us do.
I got the dreams, I got the style, I got the moves to make you smile, so kiss my goodbye, 'cause I'm gonna be the one.
It's interesting. I think from the perspective of playing Jamie, I think we were very, very different. Jamie's a lot more confident than I was, a lot braver than I was. I often would shy away from all of the things that Jamie achieves. By the age of 16, I was quite shy when I was really young, but when I got older, I wasn't as shy, but I definitely wasn't as brave. And yeah, I think Jamie is so brilliant because he owns who he is. He owns his femininity and flamboyancy, and he's camp and he's confident and he's witty and smart. And I think I spent a lot of time in my teenage years, like I think we all do, sort of suppressing those things. So it's really lovely to sort of explore a character that is polar opposite to my experience at school, because I definitely was not all of the things that Jamie is.
And when you're old like 32, you'll all remember Jamie New, the kid who learned to fly.
So the tour starts on the 31st of August in Salford at the Lowry, which is a great venue. And yeah, I think it's great that Jamie's starting up north, because it's where it'll come from. And yeah, Shane, who's here with us now, is going to be a part of the tour, along with Leighton, the wonderful Leighton, and Roy Haylock is going to be Bianca Del Rioing it in places. I think he's in Brighton and in Hull and a few places like that. So yeah, I think the tour is going to be a really exciting venture as well, because they have had an even longer break than we have. So they're just going to be so eager and so ready. So if you are anywhere up and down the country, I can't recommend it enough. They're going to be so pumped and ready to go. And that cast is so fresh and so vibrant. Yeah, definitely go and see them do their thing.
Baby, I'm a hit. So lit. Yeah, I'm a hit. Just a bit.
So from the 16th of January 2022, Jamie's going to be in Los Angeles, which is really exciting. And I think it's the right time with the film coming out and with all of that kind of thing happening. It's the right time for this show. to head over to the US and be seen by a wider audience. You know, it's been sort of globally making its way around, and yeah, it's exciting. It's an exciting time for Jamie over there. I would love to see it in New York. I think it's got a really different spin on the way musicals are written and the way musicals have been written. So I think it would be fresh and it would be different and it would be the perfect place for it, and I think they would eat it up. I think it deserves it.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you give a warm welcome for the soon-to-be legendary
Jamie.
I might have seen the movie, might have seen bits of it, who knows?
Is everybody talking about me?
So the film comes out in September. I believe it's the 17th on Prime Video, and there's going to be, I believe, some cinema screenings across the country, which would be lovely. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really good friends with Max and Lauren Patel, who are Jamie and Pretty in the film, and I've met Shobna a few times, and yeah, they're all glorious humans. And the lovely thing is about the film is that they've been working with the same team from the musical. You know, they haven't got a new director or new this or new that. They're working with the original Jamie team, the people that conceptualized it. So even though it's going to be obviously adapted and it has changed, as people have seen from trailers and clips and stuff, at its heart, it's still the same story. It's still the same Jamie. They're still the same characters that you know and love. Oh, it was lovely. I'm really good. I'm really, really good friends with Max and with Leighton, and I know them really well. I'd never met John, but they were all glorious, and he's so lovely. And yeah, I think what's really special is that there is sort of a camaraderie and a kind of silent, I don't know, kind of not pact, but kind of understanding we all have, because it's a really difficult part to play. It requires a lot of you physically, mentally, spiritually, vocally. It requires a lot of you. So I think we all get it. And yeah, it was just nice to sort of have their energy in this building, because they've all been involved in this amazing, complex character some way or another. And yeah, I just, I'm really proud to be a part of that legacy now. I just feel really lucky and really, really pleased to be a part of it, yeah.
And you don't even know it.
Everybody's Talking About Jamie is back at the place where it belongs. So why not bring the glitter to your grey and support this homegrown work of art through these troubled times, until every West End show is back in the spotlight.
You are the bravest person I know. You are like Beyonce.
No.